Hey, welcome back, everyone. For those of you who were with us for worship today, thank you so much for being with us, and how lovely that we could worship together, that we had power and no storms or rain or high winds. I was kind of paying attention to the weather map most of the evening and thought, whew, we were lucky, but we certainly want to keep all of our neighbors to the north and to the coast and so forth ahead of us in our thoughts and prayers. So welcome as always to Connection Cafe, a time for us to be connected with you and you with us. And as always, we will start with just bringing you up to date on some things that are happening here and to maybe give you a brief summary of our own week. And I'm going to start with Pastor Megan.
Thank you. Well, this morning we had our final session in our Challenge of Paul series by John Dominic Crossan, led by Rick Walters and Mark Wolf. And we had kind of an epilogue, not a summation of the whole series, but people were asked what surprised them the most about this series. And I have to say that Crossan's idea that there were actually 3 Pauls, that some of Paul's letters were not authentically written by him, and they were written in reaction to letters that he wrote and things like that, was overall one of the most inspiring moments, I would say, for most of the people in the course. So if you want to know more about that, you can email me and I'll send you a little summation of that. But many, many thanks to Mark Wolf and Rick Walters for presenting that course to us over months. I mean, we've been watching that. And of course to John Dominic Crossan, who is a scholar on Paul and the historical Jesus. So many thanks to him too. We are giving out some t-shirts today for our Compassion campers. We have t-shirts now, and so they're going to all do a drive-by later today at 2 o'clock and pick up their shirts. So I'm excited to see everybody. That's going to be a big moment for me. And then we also have Deb Paris is doing the final session, as Pastor Aaron said in the announcements, this Wednesday night. So if you want to just even jump in for the last session, please do. The book is wonderful, Small Great Things, and you are invited to join us just to hear what's come out of our reading and the group wisdom. Finally, I would say that on Friday night, we are going to try a Zoom social night, Friday night social. You're all invited. So just email me and I'll send you a registration link. And what we're going to do is gather on Zoom together as a big group and then break out into small groups so you can all catch up. Come on back again in a big group and then break out again in small groups so you can all get to see each other maybe in like groups of 4 or whatever and have a little bit more time to talk and to catch up and to show your hairstyles that have been done or things like that. So we hope that you'll all join us. Just email me for the link.
Sounds great. Aaron.
I was going to say, speaking of hairstyles,
Oh, yes. I made Facebook. I have to say, thank you, Pablo.
Well, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who showed up for our packed drive-in rally, both in person in your cars, but also a lot of you watched on Facebook. We had over 80 cars in attendance on Monday night, and it was hot, but we made it through, and a lot of honking in support for our work for affordable housing and community IDs here in Miami. And we got a yes from the police director for our community ID program, so we look forward to moving forward with that so that everyone in Miami-Dade County can have access to a form of photo ID for all of the things that they need. So again, thank you so much. Thank you to Pastor Lori for all of her leadership on that as well, and to our PACT team. Let's see, it's Tom Carney and Janet Copeland and Noel Cleland and Ken Clark, Louise Davidson-Schmeek, and Linda Spears-Bunton for all of your work. Thank you so much. Let's see, what else? Our anti-racist book club for the high schoolers happens at 1 p.m. today. So looking forward to seeing our high schoolers and being in community with them. Thank you to Nikki Knoll again for her work in co-facilitating that with some leaders from Plymouth Church. We had middle school youth group on Friday. It was great to see all of the youth there and just spend time in fellowship with them. And I am really looking forward to the 21-day challenge with our Sacred Conversations. So looking forward on Tuesday to getting that email and starting that work of kind of daily practice toward anti-racism.
Exactly. And I will just add, if you are not part of the Sacred Conversation on Race mailing list, meaning that you have not yet attended one of those sessions and are interested in the 21-day challenge, please just email me and we will make sure to get you on that. Absolutely. It was a good week, a busy week as always, and I'm trying to think of what else happened. It went so fast. Yesterday we had a great meeting with the Board of Congregation of Life, and we have some really fun, surprising things coming up. We decided as we were reflecting on our congregation and what we missed the most. We missed the presence, we missed worship, we missed fellowship hour and all. But most of all, we said, we just miss the fun and humor and laughter of this congregation. So we are working on some ways to bring that back, even though we are separated from one another. So be ready. It is coming. Let's see if we have, as always, Elena, our Director of Communications, on the mic here.
We have a message from Judy Orr, who says, Lori, that was an amazing sermon, but no big surprise. I have become accustomed to being amazed by you and Gables UCC. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy.
We've got a long message from Ruth, who cannot attend the Sermon Feedback Cafe. So she says, Pastor Lori, thank you for your necessary topic on your sermon. I am not able to be with you, so I wanted to share my brief comment this way. As an example, in the biblical story of the shepherd going out after the one lost sheep and leaving the 99 behind, just because he left the 99 to go after the one, it doesn't mean that all sheep don't matter. It just means that the one is in danger right now. And again, just because an activist may say, save the baby seals, it doesn't mean we don't care about whales. It means that the baby seals are the ones currently in danger. As both a woman and person of color, when I hear all lives matter, it frustrates and angers me because it diminishes the struggles and discrimination we, people of color, have always faced. It tells me that people aren't even trying to show some semblance of empathy for what we have to face that many of our white brothers and sisters have never had to do. Sadly, it's just an inconvenient truth. All lives will not matter until black and brown lives actually do matter. Praying hands emoji, heart emoji, and I think a wink emoji.
Those emojis bring it home, Ruth.
Yeah.
So thank you for that and for your reflection. And maybe we don't have to have Sermon Feedback Cafe now. Maybe you've said it all. I will share that Aileen and Ingrid sent a note to all of you and giving thanks for our church setting the example for good trouble. And Pastor Megan and I were just saying, I know Pastor Aaron agrees with us on this, what a privilege it is to be pastors in this church that willing to hang up a Black Lives Matter banner and to fight for justice and for those who are oppressed, and to be able to preach a sermon like this today without going home and having to pack my bags. So thank you for that.
We have a comment from Raul Hernandez, who says, my only regret is that we could not be physically in the sanctuary so we could all jump to our feet and participate in the roaring standing ovation today's sermon so deserved. Thank you.
Thanks, Raul.
Celine says, oh my gosh, I totally agree, Raul. That was epic. Celine and Debbie Paris are asking if we can get a link of the sermon, just the clip of the sermon to share, so that we can make it go viral, because it needs to go viral.
Let me talk to our Director of Communications about that.
Celine says, Lori, thank you for being such a bold, fierce leader. Not only for our church, but for our community as well. When you started by saying you got a letter about the banner, I thought, oh man, this is going to be good. Oh no, wait, her comment ended. If that person only knew the fire he or she lit in you, that was a full body chills type of sermon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kate Matthews says, Lori, thank you for such a great message today, and thank you, Gables UCC, for your courageous and steadfast witness that Black Lives Matter, and thank you, as always, for beautiful worship.
Thank you, Kate. And I owe you a phone call. It's coming this afternoon.
Laura says she's not sure that my mic is on. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. Janet Copeland says, let justice roll.
Let
justice
justice roll.
Amen.
Laura Smith sends some heart emojis. We've got Jill Beaches sending us something. Debbie Paris says, great sermon. She's also writing something else, so we got two people we're waiting on for a message.
You know, we should come up with some jokes or something during this little law period where we could tell.
Jill Beach says, it was a very powerful meditation many need to hear. I think that's it.
Good. Well, any of you who wish and have not yet registered for Sermon Feedback Cafe, we would love to have you. We will start at 12:30. Yep, we're going to make it today, and I look forward to seeing you there. As always, thanks to my colleagues. Thanks to all of you for being part of this incredible community of faith. Be well. Take care of yourselves and each other. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.